So the January 6th committee has officially ended the hearings and referred the findings to the Department of Justice, requesting for the criminal prosecution of former President Donald Trump. I swear, these politicians and media pundits, they truly have Trump derangement syndrome.
I guess it's a whole nother ball game when you're trying to appease a disgraced, twice impeached, one-term former president who is still pushing the same big lie of bogus election fraud that fueled the insurrection at the Capitol.
With you, because I asked this question, it's not just a question on my mind, it's a question on everybody's mind who is not a lawyer and doesn't play one on TV. Why hasn't Donald Trump been indicted on something yet?
Trump is a wounded animal. This is the exact time when Merrick Garland should swoop in and indict him.
Well, this is why he's announcing.
Well, that's exactly why he's announcing, and already Merrick Garland is a day late and a dollar short.
I mean, they hate him so much, they might as well just fall in love with this guy. You know what I mean?
Jerry, this woman hates me so much. I'm starting to like her.
Now, this was an ongoing 17-month investigation, which is just less than 3 years after a 22-month investigation that resulted to the Mueller report and found no accusations against Trump in the whole Russia collusion situation. I swear, Trump be dodging these accusations and indictments like how Bush was dodging those shoes being thrown at him. Here are the 4 charges. Obstruction of an official proceeding, basically trying to delay or stop the certification of electoral votes. Conspiracy to defraud the U.S., for instance, the call Trump made to Georgia's Secretary of State.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
Conspiracy to make false statements.
The vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
I ain't saying nothing. And number 4, inciting or assisting an insurrection. And this, to me, is the whole crux of this whole January 6th witch hunt. As mentioned earlier, from the Russian collusion to Trump's first impeachment for abuse of power involving Ukraine, to his second impeachment for the riots, to the raid of his home in Mar-a-Lago for improper removal and storage of classified information. This last charge, this is the one they want to stick, because per the 14th Amendment, Section 3, no person can hold any office if they have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same. And when they say same, they mean the U.S. government. So there it is. They're afraid of Trump running for president again. I wonder why.
From Charlotte, another line going from in Florida down to Tampa. Putin's yeah.
Now look, to me personally, I'm not a big Trump guy, but that's because I'm very cynical when it comes to politics. You know, I don't see Republicans and Democrats. I basically just see a uniparty. But I do admit, I did take Trump over Hillary and also over Biden. You know, I go with the best of two evils. And this whole January 6th riot, this seemed very convenient to me when it happened, if you know what I'm saying.
Letting this happen. Why haven't you called for backup? Where is your backup? This is our damn Capitol building, and y'all are letting it get destroyed on your watch. All of you, call for backup. Get some help down here. And if they don't want to get you back up, they obviously don't give a shit about you. These people want blood.
Now, if Trump was indicted and convicted, they say he could spend millions and possibly spend up to 20 years in prison. But I highly doubt he'd be convicted. Maybe indicted, you know, since there's a lot of dirt around him. But to the people who are anti-Trump and want to see him in jail, you need to ask yourself, what about Stacey Abrams? She denied her gubernatorial loss in Georgia. Or Hillary Clinton denied her loss to Trump in 2016. Or hell, even our current president, Joe Biden, and his son in the situation in regards to his laptop. And that's my question. If Trump is convicted and punished for his alleged crimes, will the U.S. Department of Justice be consistent with these other politicians?
I don't think so.
I mean, Trump was impeached the first time, as I mentioned earlier, in 2019, and for withholding military aid and an invitation to a White House to the Ukrainian president, Zelensky. And basically they say he did that because he wanted Zelensky to open up an investigation against Trump's political opponent at the time, which was Joe Biden. But Joe Biden said this while vice president and got nothing.
And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch.
Isn't it funny that there were 2 incidents involving Ukraine having money being withheld from them? Now we're in a proxy war with Russia and Ukraine. Arsenio?
These are things that make you say.
So, you think these charges will stick? And why do you think these politicians have such a hard-on to indict Trump? Please, by all means, enlighten me.